Hey y'all, thanks for stopping in. So this video is a follow-up to my last video where I covered two different articles about Fani Willis firing a whistleblower after somebody came to her with concerns that grant money was being used inappropriately. And then the big one where Fani Willis and Nathan Wade basically admit to having a relationship, only they claim that it started after Wade was hired on the RICO case to prosecute Donald Trump, insinuating that that scenario isn't a conflict of interest because they only fell in love after he was hired, right? Let's go ahead and check it out from dailymail.com. Fani Willis uses legal filing to take a very personal shot at the lawyer who exposed her torrid affair with special prosecutor in Georgia Trump case, who then alleges the couple cohabitated in an Airbnb safe house. Fulton County, Georgia DA Fani Willis used a legal filing where she defended her personal relationship with a special prosecutor on her team to hit directly at the lawyer for a Trump co-defendant who exposed her affair. Willis admitted to the stunning affair with special prosecutor Nathan Wade in her 176-page filing on Friday, saying it posed no conflict with her role overseeing the case against Trump and associates on racketeering charges. Okay, so she said it, so it's true, right? But in between passages making dry legal arguments, she included a color picture of the lawyer who blew the whistle on her affair. She also dug up the lawyer's own past statements about Wade, which were highly complimentary. But the lawyer Ashley Merchant, who still might get the last laugh, hit back within hours with yet another filing asking detailed questions about Willis's relationship, and raised doubts about her denial of ever cohabitating with Wade by pointing to information about Caribbean hotels and even alleging she and Wade used an Airbnb safe house in Hapeville outside Atlanta. Just the questions Merchant raises suggested that she has gathered substantial personal information about Willis, a Trump nemesis, after already battling to unseal divorce filings for information, which Wade was actually able to avoid because he and his wife that he's divorcing actually came to an agreement to keep the divorce settlement out of court. I don't know if they're actually proceeding with the divorce or if they just came up with the settlement. I'm not 100% sure on that, but regardless, it was removed from the court, so now they can't seek further information. The filing spells out some of the probing questions Merchant would ask Wade at an evidentiary hearing about charges against Willis, if a judge allows it to go forward in an explosive case. Merchant's filing cites a 2019 judicial conference where, according to the Willis filing, Wade says he and Willis met and became friends. In paragraph 17 of your affidavit, you swore that you met Miss Willis on October 2019 in a municipal court training. Isn't it true that you began more than a friendship with her at that conference? Merchant asked, without revealing the source of her information. Merchant's filing says witnesses will testify that you cohabitated with Miss Willis at her home in South Fulton until her father moved in with her and you began to cohabitate at the apartment of a friend of hers in East Point. Wow, so it sounds like this lawyer has actually done some digging. Most of Willis's filing tries to pick apart the claim by Donald Trump and his former campaign aide Michael Roman that her relationship with Wade poses a conflict of interest that taints her prosecution of Trump's election overturn effort in the state. She goes after the salacious January filing by Merchant that exposed the affair, even detailing luxury cruise travel and more than $600,000 in payments Wade received for his work with Willis. It states that sources close to both the special prosecutor and district attorney have confirmed they had an ongoing personal relationship, something that Willis finally admitted in her own filing on Friday. Merchant's filing called the relationship improper and clandestine, referenced sealed records in a divorce, and cited records obtained outside of filings indicated they took private travel to the Caribbean and Napa Valley. He doesn't look like a very happy person in any of the pictures I see. Does he ever smile? It said the pair had been seen together in public and said they are believed to have cohabitated, something Willis denies in her filing. Merchant's filing states that she knows the special prosecutor and has researched his litigation experience, saying he has never tried a RICO felony case and has a lack of experience in this type of felony and raised doubts about his qualifications. 100%. I mean, dailymail.com was okay. Willis's own filing seeks to rebut that criticism and includes a color photo of Merchant campaigning for Wade at the Greek festival in her own hometown of Marietta when she was running for a judicial post in 2016. Well, that just tells me that this person didn't have a vendetta against Wade or Willis. They're just trying to stand on the side of truth and justice. The fact that It states that counsel for defendant Roman, of course, is well familiar with the experience and qualifications of Special Prosecutor Wade, whatever contrary representations are made. During a judicial campaign in 2016, defendant Roman's counsel Ashley Merchant was an enthusiastic supporter of Wade's candidacy and described him in glowing terms. It said, quoting from her Facebook post at the time. It then quotes Merchant praising Wade, saying, "Nathan is ethical, ... experience matters." It says he has practiced in every area of law and cites some of his awards, which are also included in the filing. The filing states that Merchant was both a vocal and visual presence in support of Wade's campaign. That doesn't mean anything. The fact that she supported him in the past, he did something out of bounds, and now she doesn't support him, is just fine. You don't have to maintain this position as a fan of a person or a team or whatever if that team or person or whatever changes. You can... Continuing, also on Friday, the Washington Post published a detailed report on Merchant's client, who built a long career in political research before getting charged as part of an alleged racketeering conspiracy as part of the fake elector scheme amid Trump's Georgia election overturn effort. Merchant has told DailyMail.com and other outlets that she developed the information on Willis included in her filing. Willis made the filing after a Donald Trump co-defendant asked to have the case against him dismissed, citing information obtained from a divorce proceeding about Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade, alleging in a court filing that the two were carrying on a romantic relationship. Willis blasted the claims as salacious and asked the judge to dismiss the conflict of interest claims, which Trump's team also indicated it would pursue. But even after her filing attempts to knock down claims of a conflict, she acknowledges a private relationship with Wade. So, I don't know about you guys, but I've never heard of that actually working out the way that she claims. Willis said there is no financial conflict of interest that constitutes a legal basis for her disqualification, and that there was no personal conflict of interest that justifies her disqualification personally or that of the Fulton County District Attorney's Office. Her filing then calls the attacks on Special Prosecutor Wade's qualifications factually inaccurate, unsupported, and malicious, in addition to providing no basis whatsoever to dismiss the indictment or disqualify Special Prosecutor Wade. Can we get any evidence or proof that he's actually qualified? So wrapping up, it looks like Ashley Merchant has Willis and Wade right where she wants them, considering everything that they say. She has a rebuttal, and then another question that deems investigation, honestly. And so with that, I don't believe that Fani Willis or Nathan Wade should be able to continue in this prosecution against Trump and his associates. And furthermore, I believe they should be disbarred and looked into criminally, possibly put in jail for misappropriation of funds and for conflict of interest in pursuit of putting the greatest president in my lifetime behind bars and trying to keep him off the 2020 ballot, which is the ultimate goal for Democrats. Do you agree with that? Go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.